All right, let's talk about something that's hitting your trading account every single time you make a move, but you probably don't even see it. It's kind of like an invisible tax for traders.
I mean, seriously, have you ever really stopped to think about it? Every time you go to place a trade, you never see just one price, right? There are always two. What's up with that? It's a tiny detail we all see, but it's the absolute key to uncovering this hidden cost. So, those two prices are the bid and the ask. The bid is what you can sell for, and the ask is what you have to pay to buy. Seems simple enough, doesn't it? But the real trick, and the cost to you, is hiding in the space between those two numbers.
And that little gap, that tiny, sometimes microscopic space between the bid and the ask price, well, that's what we call the spread. And yeah, it might look like nothing, just a tiny fraction of a penny, but believe me, that's exactly where this hidden cost lives.
Honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is to just think of the spread as an invisible tax. It's the price of admission for playing the game, the fee for getting your trade in instantly. But the catch is, it's a tax that's hidden in plain sight. You'll never see it on an itemized bill.
And here's how it gets you. The second you click that buy button, you're buying at the higher ask price. But if you wanted to sell 1 second later, you'd have to sell at the lower bid price. So boom, the instant you're in the trade, you're already in the red. You're starting from behind every single time.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, come on, it's a fraction of a penny, who really cares? Well, let's actually put some numbers to this and see how much it really costs. And trust me, it becomes painfully obvious when we look at someone like a scalper, a really short-term trader.
So, check this out. Let's say we have a scalper who's just trying to make a tiny profit. We're talking just 5 pips. And let's say their broker is charging a 2-pip spread for that trade. Pretty standard stuff, right?
You do the math on that. 2 pips. Out of a 5-pip target, that's 40%. A massive 40% of their entire potential profit is just gone. It vanishes before the trade even gets a chance to breathe.
Just let that sink in for a second. You're giving away 40% of what you hope to make right off the bat just for the privilege of opening the trade. That means our scalper doesn't need the market to move 5 pips. They needed to move 7 pips just to hit their original 5-pip goal. The game is rigged against them from the very start.
So you can see why this is a huge deal, right? If it's such a massive disadvantage, how in the world do professional traders handle it? You think they just eat that cost? No way. They're obsessed with cutting it down.
See, the pros, especially the guys at prop firms, they don't mess around. They demand specific types of accounts that attack this problem directly. We're talking raw spread accounts or ECN accounts.
And here's the big difference. With a standard account, that fee is baked into that wider fluctuating spread. But with a raw or ECN account, the spread is almost zero. We're talking razor thin. Instead of that hidden tax, you pay a small, flat commission. It's totally transparent.
And that's really the whole point. Professionals would much rather pay a cost they can see, a predictable, flat commission, than a sneaky, variable cost that's hidden inside the spread. It's all about choosing a predictable cost over a hidden one.
So, this all comes down to a simple question for you, really. Now that the invisible tax isn't so invisible anymore, now that you can see how much it can actually eat into your profits, especially if you're a short-term trader, are you going to keep paying it?